During the absence of Christine Tudor, the role of Gwyneth will be played by Leslie Denniston.
Here's the final edit on the romance segment.
How did you like yourself on tape?
Oh, I'm so self-conscious. I want Jeff to see it before I lose my nerve.
Well, maybe he would appreciate it more after this thing with Egypt blows over. She's objecting to the content of the next show.
Oh, uh-oh. I guess I better go talk to her. Why don't you hold on to this until later? So what kind of guy is he? Is he Wall Street type? Laugh a minute? Don Juan? Well, that's just it. He's all of those things and more. He's the most incredible man I've ever met. Love him.
And you, being a sound mind and body, come on.
I guess I love him.
You guess? Hey, romance is in the air. How do you feel about it?
The part of Jeff Hartman will be played by Richard Steinmetz.
Come in. Oh, Jeff.
What? You in the middle of something?
Oh, the romance segment that we taped earlier. Have you seen it?
No. Turn it back on.
Can't. I have to speak with some makeup people.
Oh, Jeff. Could I speak with Gwyneth alone, please?
Yeah, go ahead. Just wanted to tell you the transfer's been ruined. Well, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Well, what can I do for you?
You can cut the phony facade for one and tell me exactly where you stand.
You are CEO of this company, and I support you.
And you know how much I believe in your support.
You want it in writing?
You tried to take my job, Gwyn. You tried to stick me in the back with a knife.
The knife was already there, Clay. That was not my doing. That was yours and Cabot's. You for mishandling the job and Cabot for his good sense. I have nothing to apologize for.
No, but what you do have to do is you have to put up with my, quote, mishandling of the job. You have to put up with it or get the hell out. Clear?
You'd like nothing better than to not only get me out of this office, but to get me out of your life.
No, I think I've already done a pretty good job of that.
You've been at me ever since you came back from that prison camp. You know, Clay, as rough as we had it before, as much trouble as you gave me with that divorce and that miserable life we had together, I think I actually like the old Clay a hell of a lot better than this one. In fact, I almost wish that it had ended right there in that camp, that you'd...
That I'd what? Come back in a plain pine box?
Well, why not?
You would have played it to the hilt, wouldn't you? I'm gonna remember that you said that. I'm gonna remember when you have a pet project you want to push through. I'm gonna remember when you need me the most.
Vindictive, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Clay, what is it that you really hold against me? This started a long time ago before this.
The fact that you're not a very nice person, for one. Oh, you don't have to believe me. You can ask around.
You just can't stand the idea of being in competition with me.
You? Competition?
Yes, me or any woman. We're a threat.
If I were you, I'd stop worrying about me and I'd start worrying about myself. You've made a miserable mess of your life. You couldn't have a decent relationship with me, or any other man for that matter. You've got nobody. And you never really will have anybody, not for any length of time anyway. Your life will always be just as empty as it is right now. The only thing that's going to change is the fact that you're going to get old.
Clay, come on, that's enough.
I'm not telling Gwen anything that she doesn't already know. Isn't that right, Gwen?
You've been waiting a long time to get this out, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. A long time.
Well, I don't have to stay and listen to it.
Pretty rough on her, weren't you? Get out of it, Jeff. Look, I work with Gwen. I have a lot of respect for her. Too much to see her humiliated like that.
I had my reasons.
Oh, come on, Clay. That was a personal attack. It had nothing to do with business.
It's a little hard to remember that when you're dealing with somebody like Gwen. I'd like to see you defend her. She shoves a knife in your back. And I'll guarantee you, she'll do it.
Tonight, he accomplished what no one else dared. He was Hollywood's ultimate stuntman. Don't miss a tribute to Dar Robinson, hosted by Chuck Norris. Then, more Americans should watch ABC News for coverage of the presidential debate. Join Jennings, Brinkley, and the best political team in the business. And she is forced to deliver heartbreaking news to Cindy and Stewart. Stay tuned for All My Children next.
During the absence of Christine Tudor, the role of Gwyneth Alden will be played by Leslie Denniston.
Basil's? Yeah. Reservation for 1 at 8. Name is Hartman. Thanks.
Jeff, I owe you an apology.
For what?
Well, for losing my usual self-control.
Well, don't worry about it. I mean, no one could keep their cool after being run over by a Mack truck. Clay was totally out of line.
You'll forgive me if I don't stay as late as usual. I meant to go over that romance segment,
No, I didn't plan to watch that tape myself till tomorrow. So you go on home and get some rest.
Well, don't worry about me. I'll work my way out of this somehow.
Gwen, put Clay out of your mind. Don't let him get to you, okay?
Clay knows exactly where to hit me. He has never been this vicious, though, before. Well, it's not your problem, Mr. Hartman. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, which could be a tough day. No more Egypt.
Oh, yes, Tricia told me about that. I think you were absolutely right to take a hard line with her.
Yeah, well, listen, I've had that star trip of hers up to here.
Well, you better get ready for more of it. According to the guard, she's back.
Evening, Mr. Hartman.
Evening, John. I'll have a club soda with a twist, please.
Well, now, this is absolutely ridiculous. I have never before been treated in my life this way. Bartender, I ordered a drink a full 5 minutes ago. Are you deaf? Yoo-hoo! Can you hear me? Oh, boy, We seem to be having a slight problem here, but I'm sure that you can fix this up just fine. Would you get me another one of these, please, and make it snappy?
I'm sorry, ma'am. The bartender feels that you can't handle anymore.
Really? Well, now, how does he know what I can handle and what I can't? I bet I could handle him just... Jeffrey! What are you doing here?
I decided to unwind a little.
Me too, but nobody's cooperating.
Yeah, well, you seem to have had more than your usual quota.
No, it's not enough.
If this is about Clay,
Oh,
I don't think...
Dear Clay, always so incisive. This is a martini, by the way. Rocks,
I told
gin,
you not
hold
to
the
let him
vermouth.
get to you.
Why don't we talk about something pleasant? Like acid rain?
Well, how about we talk about something positive? Like, your talent, your brains, your success?
You left out my good looks.
Most women would kill to look like you.
Please. My life is a shambles, Jeffrey. I'm inhabiting the wreckage. Clay was absolutely right. I have nothing. I have no one. I warned you not to get into this.
Oh, honey, it's okay.
My life, except for my children, is a desert. And who is to blame? I am. Little, old me. I really hate men. Don't laugh.
You told me you were going straight home.
It's just not fair. They don't get any older. Well, take Clay, for instance. He's older than I am. Does he look it?
Yeah.
God, I hate kindness. I changed my mind.
About what?
Going home. Before you know it, I'll be getting my senior citizens discount.
Oh, come on, Gwen. Give me a break, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. I'm sorry. It's just that I know that when I go home, I'll look in the mirror and see someone who's trying too hard, but no matter how hard she tries, she's just not desirable anymore.
You are more wrong than you could possibly imagine.
That's interesting. Coming from you. Do you think Tricia looks like me?
Yeah.
20 years ago, right? Didn't keep Clay, though, did it? No. No, he dropped me right there when I was right in my prime, so to speak. He dropped me just like every other man I've really cared about.
Listen, you're gonna probably bite my head off for saying this, but there'll be another...
Another man? The real thing?
Yeah.
Jeff, I would just ruin it. There's something about me. I don't seem to be able to handle relationships very well. Bartender, would you get me another drink for my friend and also another one for me? Gin on the rocks? You know the old saying, one martini is too much, but two is not enough.
Oh, it's not a martini.
Who cares?
Put it down.
Gotta be quick.
Come on. Let's get out of here.
Oh, good. Where are we going?
I'm taking you home.